What's up guys, Jorge Contreras here, and in this video I am going to show you how to begin making passive income with zero money out of pocket. So if you have been wanting to get into any type of passive income strategies, but you've been struggling to find a strategy that doesn't require money out of pocket, then you want to make sure you stay to the very end. Now, I personally have made tens of thousands of dollars utilizing this strategy, and I am about to pull back the curtain and let you guys in exactly how I did it and how you can start making passive income. So this is called Airbnb co-hosting. We are taking the tourism, the short-term rental economy, and be able to make money off of other people's Airbnbs without buying real estate and without buying furniture, but also without having to pay for rents, deposits, or any expenses whatsoever. So I just mentioned, co-hosting is essentially the ability to offer a management service where you can provide a hands-off experience for people that own an Airbnb. So let me give you an example. Imagine there is John, and John is a family man. He has other businesses, maybe he has a job, and he is very, very busy, but he knows that short-term rentals are a lucrative and very profitable business. So he wants to find somebody that can operate the short-term rental for him for a monthly percentage of the gross revenue. I offer to manage his Airbnb, again, for maybe 20, 25, 30% of the gross revenue. I provide him a hands-off experience where he doesn't have to be involved so that he can allocate his time somewhere else, and now it is a win-win. So the most important strategy when implementing the co-hosting is to smash the like button so that it can help the YouTube algorithm. So just turn that little hand and make it go blue. It really helps me get this video in front of more people. Thanks in advance. Now, when it comes to co-hosting, there are three things that you want to be able to automate, which are the day-to-day operations, and that includes cleaning, maintenance, and communication. And in a second, I'm also going to show you how you can approach people and manage their Airbnbs for a monthly fee. Now, cleaning is obviously something that you don't want to be doing, especially if you want to grow and scale this business and make even more passive income. So you want to find a cleaning lady, a cleaning man, maybe a mom and pop shop, someone ideally not this big gigantic company, because they have to pay for way more things, and so their fees are going to be a lot higher. But you want to be able to automate the cleaning. And one of the things that you could do is you can add the cleaning company as a co-host to the Airbnb. So this way they have the ability to see the calendar and you don't have to be communicating when to clean and when not to clean. The second thing is maintenance. Here's the thing, things are gonna come up. You're gonna have maybe electrical issues, plumbing issues, water leaks, maybe a couch breaks, a futon. You wanna make sure that you have, again, a handyman or a handy woman that can be available whenever things come up, because guess what? They will be coming up very often. When you have long-term rentals, it's a lot less time involved, but you are also gonna make less money. Utilizing a strategy like Airbnb, you have the ability to make maybe 25% more compared to long-term rentals, maybe double, and then even some cases triple and quadruple. However, because there is a lot of turnaround, you're gonna have people checking out, and on average on my short-term rentals we have 4 to 8 cleanings per month depending on the length of the stays. So you want to have someone within a 15-minute drive that is available for any maintenance that is needed. The final thing that you want to delegate is communications. Now, this involves before, during, and after each guest. Before someone even books your property, they're asking you,
"Hey Jorge, how far are you from this place? Hey, how many cars fit in the property? Do you have a washer and dryer? How does the deposit work? How does the cleaning work? How does the deposit work?"
So they have all these different questions that they're going to be asking you before they book your property. Now, yes, some people will be able to instant book and you just get a notification that so-and-so just booked your property for X amount of days and here's the revenue. But some people will be asking questions in order to determine if they want to stay at your property or the other two properties that they're also looking at. And then of course, when people are staying at your property already, they may have some questions during the duration of their stay. Like maybe they have a hard time operating the TV because they've never used this kind of TV, and they're going to be messaging you saying, "Hey Jorge, how do you operate this TV? How does the washer and dryer work? Can I park right here? Can we check out early? Can we check out late?" Whatever it is, they're going to have a ton of questions while they are at your property. And then of course, when they leave, what if they forget something and all of a sudden they're messaging you saying, Jorge, can you mail me my wallet? Or maybe they have questions about being able to come back. So there's going to be a lot of communication before, during, and after each guest. And so ideally, again, if you want to grow and build this business to make even more passive income, you want to automate communication. You can have a friend, a family member, or you can hire a virtual assistant abroad that can handle communications for you. Now, before I go into number 4 and 5, which is team and automation, I know many of you are asking, but Jorge, how do I get these properties? So let me give you a strategy on how you can reach out to people that would give you the opportunity to manage their short-term rentals for a monthly fee, which would be your passive income. Now, to clarify, passive income is not 100% accurate, right? Because passive income means you're chilling on the beach, hanging out, and you're making money in your sleep with no time involved. This is going to require a little bit of time involved, but if you automate everything correctly, it'll be a very small amount of your time invested into the business, which will make it mostly passive. So one of the easiest ways to contact people so that you can manage their Airbnb and co-host for them is to reach out to people on websites like Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, or any websites where properties are available for rent, anywhere where properties are listed and they're looking for 12-month tenants for long-term stays. So one of the things that you could do is imagine you go on Zillow.com and you find this 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house rented for $2,000 a month. But you look on Airbnb and you notice that in similar areas, there's actually properties that are making $3,000 or $4,000 a month. You could send this person an email, or usually the phone number is listed right there. You can reach out and say, hey landlord, have you noticed that there are other opportunities where you can make even more money by putting your property as a short-term rental rather than a long-term rental? And I offer a management service where we will provide you a hands-off experience and you could potentially make even more than what you are currently advertising. Would you be interested in getting on a call and seeing if this is something that may work for you? And boom, it becomes a numbers game, right? And yeah, it's gonna be a little challenging at the beginning to really get down what to say and all the scripts and things like that, but it's like anything. Anyone that owns property started with one. Anyone who owns Airbnb started with one. No entrepreneur started with $1 million business unless it was passed down, of course. So most people are building and starting from scratch. So don't get discouraged. This is gonna be your first one, but it doesn't have to be your last one. You can totally continue to build and build and build, just like I have been able to build a multiple 6-figure passive income for my short-term rental portfolio. So another strategy you can do is you can actually reach out to people on Airbnb who are already hosting properties. However, you do want to be careful with that, because if it looks like you're spamming people, Airbnb will send you a message to not solicit or offer other things other than wanting to stay. Because if you are soliciting and sending a copy and paste message, Airbnb will pick up on that. And then they're gonna message you and tell you not to do that, to don't solicit business opportunities or anything other than staying at people's properties. So now that I've covered that, let me talk about the next thing for you to do. Again, and I sort of covered this here, but ultimately you want to be able to build a team. So here's the thing, if you are the one doing the cleaning, maintenance, and communication, you're going to be so busy that you don't have time to go and get your next short-term rental, to go and get the next co-host. So if you want to build, grow, and scale, you need to learn how to automate so that you can focus on acquisition, so that you can focus on acquiring the next Airbnb. So you got to build a team and you got to automate everything that you possibly can so you can focus on the small amount of activities that generate the most amount of results. Now, I know you are all wondering, Jorge, how much is the fee? How much can I charge to co-host and manage other people's Airbnb so that I can make passive income with no money out of pocket? Now, before I go into that, the reason that you will have no money required to get started is, again, now because you are offering a co-hosting, or also known as as a management service, you are not the owner of the property. It is also not your Airbnb. You are simply managing and co-hosting other people's Airbnbs, which means you don't have to be the one paying for all the furniture. You don't have to be the one in charge of all the maintenance like landscaping or pool maintenance or whatever it may be. You are simply the glue between all of the operations, providing a hands-off experience for whoever owns that Airbnb. And as long as you can delegate and automate things correctly, then yes, this will be passive income. Now, as far as the fee, what I've been charging is between 20 to 25% per property. Now, to use an easy number, if this Airbnb is making $1,000 a month and my fee is 25%, that means I would make $250. But think about it, with no money out of pocket. And as long as I can automate this, hey, I'll take $250 of passive income all day long. Now imagine if there's a large property in a great area where there is a lot of tourism, and then this property is generating $10,000 a month. That means with 25%, you would generate $2,500 of passive income. Now the beautiful thing is, from your portion, you don't have to pay any of these expenses other than whoever you delegate communications to, because the cleaning fee is something that's going to be paid by the owner of the Airbnb. The maintenance, right? If someone breaks something, then the guest is going to pay that through their deposit. But if it has to do with maintenance or something that the guest didn't directly cause, then the owner of that property is the one who is in charge of any maintenance, deferred maintenance, or fixing anything that comes up. So essentially, you are running a business where 90 to 100% of the profit of the 25 or 30% has no expenses at all, other than, like I said, if you have someone like a virtual assistant handle the communications for you. So again, this would allow you to make passive income if you delegate everything correctly with zero money out of pocket. So this is how I've been able to generate tens of thousands of dollars without owning real estate and without buying furniture. Now, yes, I do own real estate and I've talked about it in my other videos, but this is another strategy on how I've also been able to make passive income, not just with owning real estate, but also without owning real estate. And I like having both strategies because it gives me diversification so that I can make passive income with or without owning real estate. So if you guys have any questions about anything that I just shared right now, just go to the comments below and let me know what your questions are, and I will make sure to personally answer every single one of you. With that being said, guys, make sure you smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. And finally, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, where I post every single day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.